Welcome back to Talk Tottenham. Liverpool 4, Spurs 2. But what happened? Spurs started the match brightly with the majority of possession and a couple of set pieces, but in the 8th minute, with Liverpool's first real attack, Salah hit a cross that hit the bar with Vicario beaten. That really encouraged Liverpool, who attacked again, and Van de Ven was needed to make a vital clearance. The pressure just didn't stop, with Vicario saving from Salah and Romero clearing off the line from Elliott. Spurs were on the ropes. Then, the goal that Liverpool were threatening came. Gakpo was afforded time to play a chip-through ball to Mo Salah, who ran off Emerson Royal, who just didn't react. Royal had no idea where Salah was, a complete lack of awareness, allowing Liverpool's danger man a free header a yard from goal. Vicario couldn't stop it, despite it being at his near post. Liverpool 1, Spurs 0. The rest of the first half was all about Spurs failing to create anything. No ability to beat Liverpool's press or progress with the ball up the pitch. So the Liverpool pressure built and built. After many Spurs blocks and last-ditch interventions, Spurs couldn't hold on any longer. And just before half-time, Trent Alexander-Arnold got in behind our disorganised defensive line again down our left flank. After his cross, the ball eventually fell to Salah, whose shot was saved by Vicario, but Robertson was on hand to tap it in. No blame for Vicario this time. It was a good save initially that he pushed wide, but unfortunately it fell to a Liverpool player. The rest of the team, though, were poor for this goal. No Spurs player got close to a Liverpool one. For the entire attacking phase, tensions were really high at half-time, and when the whistle blew, Vicario had to step in to pull apart Romero and Royal. If only the players had shown that much aggression during the match. First half report, apart from the first few minutes, it was as poor a performance as the one at Stamford Bridge on Thursday. Ange needed a reaction in the second half, not to try and turn the match around or to keep the super slim Champions League qualification hopes alive, but simply to give us some hope moving forward. Well, within 5 minutes of the restart, any glimmer of hope had been stamped out. Yet again, the goal came from our left-back area. Emerson Royal lost the ball sloppily in the defensive third, allowing Elliott time and space to cross and find Gakpo, who headed into the net for Liverpool 3, Spurs 0. The embarrassment levels increase. In the 54th minute, we showed our first piece of attacking quality. A delightful cross from Porro picked out Johnson, who got good contact on the header but couldn't beat Alisson in goal. Our first shot on target of the entire match. But then, in the 59th minute, it was Liverpool 4, Spurs 0. A stunning strike from Harvey Elliott. From a Spurs point of view, though, we had on the pitch 3 midfielders, none of whom are attacking mids, yet Elliott skipped past Bentancur like he wasn't there, and then he had time and space to take his shot from the edge of the box with Bissouma just standing off him rather than putting pressure on. Ange then made a triple change. Emerson, Bentancur, Kulusevski off, Skipp, Maddison, Richarlison on. Ange reverted to playing Richarlison as his 9 and Maddison as his 10, but the different thing he tried was at left back, Oliver Skipp filling in there as an inverted fullback. In the 73rd minute, a goal for Spurs, and finally something for our travelling fans to applaud. A clever through ball from Bissouma found Johnson, who made a nice run on the right-hand side, and he drilled across low and hard to Richarlison, who swept it home first time. That was a goal created in the training ground, and we have seen it work well before this season. A glimmer of hope for Spurs, Liverpool 4, Spurs 1. And then in the 77th minute, after Ange had brought on Giovanni Lo Celso in midfield, Spurs scored again. Our new left-back, Oliver Skipp, found Richie in the box, and he set up Son, who finished past Alisson. Liverpool 4, Spurs 2. Game on, maybe? Spurs kept up their attacks, and Son played a brilliant through ball to Richarlison, who had made a great run. Richarlison's shot was saved well by Alisson, and there were a few more chances where Richie's runs were found, but we couldn't quite get the shot off. The match ended Liverpool 4, Spurs 2. How to analyse it? Well, the first 60 minutes were an embarrassment, and the last 30 minutes were encouraging. In the first hour, we had zero ability to pass the ball through Liverpool's press and find our forwards' runs. Plus, we were a shambles defensively, especially on our left-hand side, where Emerson Royal had a nightmare of a performance. In the last half an hour, why were we so much better? Well, we have to say that Liverpool did drop their intensity at 4-0 up, but the main reason was our personnel. We had an out-and-out number 9 on the pitch in Richarlison. We had Son in his best position on the left wing. And crucially, we had players who are better on the ball on the pitch. Skipp made a difference, as did Lo Celso and Maddison, in simply passing the ball forward. We know that Ange will not change his footballing principles, his philosophy, or the way he demands his teams to pass forward and create chances, even if that means getting caught out defensively. Well, if you're going to do that, you need to play your best footballers. I said in my pre-match video that I want to see Maddison and Lo Celso play together in midfield, as we need to be great on the ball to have a chance of getting past Liverpool's press and expose the gaps they leave in defence. Instead, Ange played a more defensive-minded midfield 3, and we couldn't generate any attacking opportunities. For the last 3 matches of the season, I hope Ange will play Lo Celso and Maddison together from the start, play Son in his favourite left-wing position, play Richarlison as our number 9, play Johnson on the right wing where he's far more effective than on the left. And if our left-back has to invert into midfield and be comfortable in tight spaces, then stop asking Emerson to do something he can't do and play a midfielder like Skipp or Sarr there if need be. Check out Ange Postecoglou's post-match press conference via the link in the description. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and come on you Spurs.